Doing? I have been wanting to hang out with you guys for a bit. Not gonna lie. Here we go, getting this all set up. Perfect. There we go, got the chat. Alright. Hey, rocking and rolling. Yeah, so I thought I'd just pop in here, play some Minecrafty nonsense. There we go. Let's see here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I've been missing wanting to hang out with you guys, just do some, you know, light live streaming. Nothing too major. Hello, those 4 people in the chat so far. Just been missing everybody. Hopefully everybody's staying healthy and happy. Ooh, I kind of dig the old-timey prospector vibe that this guy's throwing off. Let's see, who else do we got here? Ooh. Ooh. Yes. We're going old man. I love it. Okay. Erica, Dylan, and Tim. I was hoping this game would be pretty fun. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I don't want to switch heroes. Start online game. Not really. Kind of wanted to not show off my terrible skills. Let's see. Settings, boom. There we go. We're just gonna do this bad boy. All right. Good stuff. Casey, love your stuff on Horizon. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Casey. You know, we're eagerly awaiting the sequel. Really looking forward to the obviously video game, but the comic book. I know that's coming out in August. Yeah. Hope you're back doing more videos. Thank you, Daniel. You know, we're gonna, during the time where we're not doing as much Horizon, simply just because there's not as much Horizon to do, we're gonna be, I'm entertaining doing some Ghost of Tsushima stuff. So, I've been wanting to play that game regardless, so if the lore in it is really interesting and dynamic, I would love to cover that. And also, photo mode is a big deal. It's got to have a good,
the village is
good
burning.
photo mode.
No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch-Illager and his minions.
The Arch-Illager.
They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers
Heroes
have
like
need
the
of
old man that I'm playing. Yeah, I was interested. I've played Minecraft a fair bit, and principally I'm just a really big fan of RPGs in general. Silver and I, let's see here. Oh, pretty easy to figure out here. Silver and I beat Diablo 3 on a couple playthroughs. We're both very much into Dungeons and Dragons, so I've just kind of been itching. We've been playing a ton of Skyrim, got the deluxe edition, so narrations like this turn me. Would you return back to God of War? Love the way you present the lore. Thank you, Daniel. It's crazy. Like, I really love. I've only ever platinumed 2 games, and one of them was God of War. And I think the lore in it's great. Before I actually played that game, I wanted to make sure that I was at least proficient in Norse mythology. So if you guys are ever interested, Neil Gaiman put out a really great book simply titled Norse Mythology, and it's not dry. It's not a dry read or anything like that. It's very much like he's telling the myths as if they would be told in of the time, you know, in story form. So I read that before even playing the game, just so that way if there were some myth, you know, real world myth connections, I could be able to address them pretty reasonably. The big, honestly, if I'm being real with you guys, the real reason why I haven't been making as much God of War content is simply because the photo mode is sticky. Like, how to explain it? So, this is such a a specific issue that so few people are going to have to deal with. It's when you're making videos. So when I make the Horizon videos, there's a lot of slow pans and things along those lines in photo mode, which I use a lot of. And that photo mode is just so smooth when you do the pans from left to right. Unfortunately, even though God of War gets really great still shots, I mean, it's beautiful, you can't argue that. Unfortunately, man, it's super sticky as far as kind of stopping and going, so it makes the actual game capture more difficult than Horizon. So I love the game, I love the lore, so if I can figure out kind of a different way to go about it, I think I'd probably revisit excuse me, reading the runes. Would you do anything on Death Stranding? You know, I have thought about it. I haven't played it. I would have to really go through and ranged attacks and arrows. Bam. Wasn't even looking that time. How's it going, Lefty? With Death Stranding, I would need to play the whole Kit Kat and Caboodle. There's a great, I'm not sure if you are familiar with his channel, his name is Albert Chiesa, and he does a ton of Death Stranding stuff, so I'd lean on him pretty heavily. He's got a really great channel. I think it's in our suggested list as far as the channel goes. So, yeah, it's I would definitely consider doing some Death Stranding, especially with the whole Decima connection with the engine and the Easter eggs that are in that game. So, yeah, I would definitely entertain that. Doing things like that, especially since I could be wrong if there's a really good lore channel for that I am unaware of. Then better. Let's see here, making my way downtown, killing zombies, shooting bows and arrows. And forget, you're gonna see when I play this my now. So another thing that has kind of been taking up my time. I got married, which I am very over the moon about, but it does take a little bit of planning, so real life stuff has kind of gotten put on the side. But yeah, Silver and I got married, and totally elated. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been amazing. So we have been deep into Skyrim because I'm like the luckiest guy on the planet. Her play style is much different than mine. Hers is far more efficient, but both of us really are about searching every last nook and cranny of the game worlds that we're in. It's like, reward me for my curiosity. And uh-oh, ow. That's kind of what it's all about. Oh, did I just roll? Man, old man's rolling. I'm a little sweaty though. Where's my health? I have my chat set up kind of in place, so forgive me. I'm gonna move you guys to the side ever so slightly. There we are. Ooh, that's better. That's better. I like that. I like that. Okay. So yeah, and the light's a little bit better too, so I can see my health now. Could not see that before. You're going to explore the lore of your marriage. It is a world with an abundance of history begging to be explored. Yeah, totally. So yeah, real world stuff, and obviously everything with the madness in the world right now. That's kind of the reason I wanted to hop on and just hang out with you guys, because you know I miss doing the live streams, and I miss having a lot of content to produce for you guys as far as doing Horizon. So Ghost of Tsushima, definitely something that I want to be covering soon. And yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to hop on here. This is a game I've been wanting to play. And ooh, supplies. See, this is what it's all about. It's all about that loot. Got some arrows. Oh, and let's not forget, we have bread. Bread is important. Love them supplies. Let's see. I want to get into my inventory. Get into my inventory, but I don't know how. Uh-oh, sorry, I just tuned out you guys there. If anybody in the chat wants to let me know how to get into my inventory. Okay, there's a health potion. Button mashing is going really well. Maybe I just don't even have an inventory yet. I don't deserve one. I'm just a level 1 adventurer. Alright. Moving along. This poor town. Uh-oh. This looks... Ah! Have at the weird other zombie people. These look like villagers. Oh, snap. Your boy leveled up. You should cover some PS5 news as well. It's going to unveil in the next couple of weeks. Maybe, hopefully, we get some HCD2 news. Yeah, for sure. That would be, like, amazing. Oh, here we go. All right, enchanted gear. Select an item you wish to enchant. Let's definitely do the sword. Okay. Yeah, put that back. All right. Echo some of your attacks can help. Yeah. Let's do it. Ready? Got an enchanted sword. Woo! Sit back, I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna cut some people. And if those of you who have played this game before, I'm not sure if this is one of those things that you need to look behind every nook and cranny, or should I just focus on just like killing some ads, killing them mobs. Ooh, it's like, see this? Like this for me, like there should be some cool stuff back here. I don't know. Also, want to take the pulse on the channel a little bit here. I have been working with some of the people that I play my home game with, as far as D&D and tabletop stuff is concerned, about putting together a Horizon Zero Dawn kind of tabletop RPG that I'd like to stream on the channel eventually. So if you guys are interested in that, I'd love to kind of know what your thoughts would be. Okay, pick up firework arrows. Okay. Sounds good. Put some firework in there. Okay. Use the artifact. Ah! Okay. Tutorials. They are important. Okay. Boom. That's more. Cool. Love it. I'm ready. I'm ready to... Let's do that. That's okay. Serpentine! Ooh. Can you jump? You can jump, but apparently you can die too. Read that you just got married. Congrats. Thank you very much. Just some random Canadian. That's a great use of it. I love it. Hey, that's how we do it. Oh, no. Where'd all that stuff go? Did I get it? I better have got it. I'll be upset if that's not the case. Alright. Set up camp outside the town. Have at the pixelated foe. Rocking and rolling. Going up the mountain. Doing some cardio. Can you sprint? Oh my gosh, tell me that I hit something. It's blind. No, that's okay. I'm not there. Reward me for my curiosity. Nice little tree. Just want to punch these trees, force of habit. Let's see. Accurate who I am. Fair enough. Congrats, God. Thank you very much there, Paul. Yes, that has been dominating quite a bit. We actually were planning on getting married early May, but obviously with the things that kind of have happened, that had to get postponed. So we just kind of had a very, very small COVID wedding. You know, it was, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it was really wonderful. You know, we wanted to have a lot more people there, but obviously to be responsible, that's not what's going to happen. But we wanted to get hitched. Here we are. Alright. Just a question. I've been wondering. Let's see. Do you think the machines in HCD are not just helping the planet to recover from the Farrow Plague, but also recover the damage that was done with the loss of big animals for most parts of the world? So, as far as the in-game reason, the sub-function that's in charge of animal life in Horizon is Artemis. And it's Artemis is an interesting sub-function because part of it was meant to be autonomous, which is for kind of like phase 1 organisms. So the animals that you see in Horizon lore-wise are there because they were programmed to be released first. But the reason why you don't see other larger species, like horses and big predators, is because those were only meant to be released once humanity proved itself capable of being responsible for them. So, yes, Horizon did strive to preserve those animals that had gone extinct before the fall of humanity. And, but we don't see them in game, not because we didn't save them, but humans never gained the knowledge because Apollo was wiped to release them and begin the process of having them become unextinct in this new world. So theoretically, those kind of like animal zygotes still exist to populate the world with those animals.
You were too late to rescue the villagers, but don't fret. They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them.
I hope the next Horizon has the same sense of exploration as Breath of the Wild. I feel like Horizon had a lot. Yeah, there's always room for improvement, right? That's what it's all about. Boop. Gotta mute that. My Discord is going off. By the way, if you are not part of the Discord there, fam, hop on in. That's the last time I'm ever going to use fam, because I'm not hip, nor am I with it. Ooh. Is that a mimic? A fishing rod. Okay. Alright. Now, how did I actually get to... Oh, look at this. Marvelous. There we go. Okay, fishing rod pulls the closest mob in range. Oh yeah, let's put that right here. Or is that an artifact? Ah, it's an artifact. Cool beans. I love it. Do you think we can bring the animals back even though the info was wiped? I think Aloy might be able to tackle something like that, or some society that has that knowledge to do so, but yeah, it's as far as like the institution of actually having it happen, that's tough to say. That is tough to say. I hope so. It would be cool to see some creatures in there, but that's the reason why you don't see those big, like, reason why I don't see bears and things like that. Not all species were able to be saved, but leading up to kind of the 2060s, a ton of species went extinct, like a ton. Charles Ronson talks about it in some of the data points. And so kind of even before the Farrow Plague, conservationists were trying to collect the DNA of those endangered species so they could be brought back anyway. That was the plan always. So they had these kind of frozen zoos that had quite a bit of animals that had already gone extinct before the Farrow Plague. So maybe we could see some of those too, because things like if you guys play the Frozen Wilds, the whole Montana recreations, a lot of those animals that they show were extinct even before the Farrow Plague. I meant by my question...
By the Arch-Illager's decree, all free folk are now enemies of the Illager Empire. Somewhere in these woods, a caravan is transporting villager prisoners to labor in far-off lands. Find the caravan and stop the Illagers, or there's no telling what dreadful doom will befall our villager friends.
Epic. I meant by my question to the loss of prehistoric animals that went extinct near the end of the last ice age, like mammoths. Ooh, You know, I don't know. You know, in real life, where we live right now, they've been talking about bringing mammoths back for so long, but there's, to the best of my knowledge, there's nothing like that mentioned within the lore as of this moment in time. Oh, I don't think that's where I was supposed to go. Man, I get all caught up talking about the lore because it's so good. What wasn't subfunction covered by some other subfunction? Not Apollo. Yeah, anything dealing with animals is Artemis. But Artemis is kind of unlocked through, or was supposed to be, through Apollo. Its full potential. I think you can see... Oh, snap. Oh, God. Am I going to blow up? I don't know what's going on. There's dynamite on my head, and... there we go. Wow, I wasted that. Stay down. I'm guessing the final boss will be the the Ender Dragon also, since the villagers get an empire. I know, right? They just kind of wander around, and I never made it that far into Minecraft where I actually fought the Ender Dragon, or the Enderman, or creepy enough for my tastes. Oh, come at me. I wish there was more around there. That's okay. Live and learn. Live and learn. Ow. Hola! Welcome to the stream. I know this is very much not Horizon related, but we're talking about Horizon in here too. And man, I cannot wait to live stream that one. That is, oh man, to be able to experience all you guys is going to be sweet. Oh hey, Bearborg. Long time no talk, my friend. I hope you are doing very well. I hope you're healthy and happy. Bearborg, another very knowledgeable person within the Horizon Zero Dawn community. Those, all you wiki admins, you guys are on top of things. Need a shield or something. Hard by these guys. Come here. How do you open the bow? We'll see if I can get an enchanted bow or something. Just got this game on the Switch. Can't wait to play. Yes, indeed. I'm playing on PS4, but yeah, I'm digging it. I'm doing good. Fortunately, I'm already a pro at staying indoors. I feel that. We're all getting better at it, huh? About Artemis, what do you think it's up to now that it's free in the first phase animals? Yeah, that is something that has been... I talked about it in one of the videos that I did a while back, kind of concerning, like, what are the other sub-functions up to right now? And I think kind of what my kind of theory was that a lot of the sub-function whose jobs have already been fulfilled, like, there's no reason for them to really deteriorate because they're not terribly active, right? So, like, Artemis is waiting for humans to kind of release the rest of those critters. So, if it does have some sense of autonomy, then if it is a little bit, if it's starting to think outside the box, we could start seeing those large predators be reintroduced into the wild without humans even having any part in it. So Is the game worth getting? This one, so far, like, if we're talking about Horizon, yes, game's absolutely worth getting. This one, very early on, so far having a good time. I'm not a review channel as far as, like, whether you should get this game or not. But if, you know, if I feel like it's fun and we're having a good time, then yeah, I might give it my, seal of recommendation for whatever that's worth. Having a good time with it so far, and I think it's like a $20 game, so that's really refreshing. You know, there's some games out there that you think should be like a $20 game. I got the Hero edition of this, which is $30, but it's for $30 so far. Having a great time. Good. Having a swell afternoon. Ah! Dodge! Dodge! Ooh. Strong. Strong old man. Serpentine. Oh. Alright. Artemis did bring new animals into the Frozen Wilds, correct? Perhaps it will begin. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, we did see, like, with the actual expansion, that they, you know, they're like mountain goats and badgers and things like that. I'm not sure if we can confidently say that those are not pioneer organisms. They could just be regionally not where we saw them in the base game. So, not totally sure if those are new in the sense of like non-pioneer organisms or just regionally we didn't see them. But it's a definite possibility. Any thoughts on the apparent new machine from the covers of the comic? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. If you guys haven't seen one of the alternate covers of the game, it looks very much like if Horizon is doing a Velociraptor. Or, judging by the size, it's actually closer to a Utah Raptor for all you dino sticklers out there. But yeah, definitely I would have to go with the fact that that is a Hephaestus machine for sure. I'm not sure how much a raptor type machine is going to play into Gaia's original plan of terraforming. It could be wrong, you know, that could be for sawing down trees with its incredibly deadly maw or whatever, but I have to take a gander that yeah, definitely meant for combat. So whether Hephaestus is up to more shenanigans, because we did shut it down in the spoilers, we did shut it down in the Frozen Wilds, but we did not lock it down. So all kinds of interesting business Hephaestus could be getting up to, especially since he doesn't like us very much. I would have to assume. He's not a big fan of Aloy at the moment. But if you guys haven't seen that alternate comic look, it's pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. Let's ooh, this axe is better than what I'm using. So we're gonna use that. Full barbarian. Okay. Forgive me, I am one of those people who, and I totally get this from Silver, I did not used to be like this, but now it's like I have to go see all the different corners of the map. Do you think that they'll try to include the COVID-19 thing in the upcoming sequels? Also, any humans other than those in the American Rockies? I do think that there would be tribes over the world. There are different cradles in different parts of the planet, so stands to reason that there should be different peoples all over the place. I know that there was one, Aleuttia 2 is in Asia, I believe, that are like Mozambique, which is in Africa, close to Madagascar. So unless they got wiped out, I would have to guess that, yeah, there are humans in other places just besides the continental United States. The machine in the comic sort of looks like a long leg. Yeah, except a little less chickadee, I would say, but definitely with the whole bipedal thing. Did you notice how large the Velociraptor type machine is? Easily as tall as a sawtooth. Yeah, I don't think Hephaestus is messing around with us, guys. I think we got cute with it in the frozen wilds, and he's like, okay, all right, let's step my game up, because those fire claws are still, ooh, they still haunt my dreams, guys. Not sure about you, but it's no joke. I remember the first time I saw that frost claw in that cutscene where you're by the rock, and of course, your shield weaver armor doesn't work because of the watchtowers. And you know, lo and behold, here we are. Question, oh man, I'm playing this offline right now, but I hope my character progress will go into online games. I wonder if all the Talana stuff means she's the partner for the rumored co-op mode. Bearborg, that is a really good point, and honestly, I would not mind her as the kind of co-op companion. You know, they kind of have that baseline where you have the Hawk and Thrush relationship, and I know some people ship them together anyway, but I am I'd be cool with that. You know, she's very skilled. I totally dig it. And they are pushing that pretty hard, that whole narrative, for an NPC who is involved in one and a half if you include the Looming Shadow storyline. Hello, Gunnar. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you decided to stop by. Just having some fun with my old man and the sea, old man and Minecraft. I'm gonna go do this cavern right quick because I don't think this is where I'm supposed to go, so I'm gonna go in there and see if there's anything. Ooh, okay, creepy, creepy. First, a bona fide dungeon. There we go. Gotta see what I picked up. Take all of it. Take all the things. Whew. Got Minecraft Dungeons yesterday. Yeah, you having a good time with it? I'm having a... It's been pretty fun so far. Ooh, I think I got a shield. Or no, I am full of lies. That's all I do. Just lie with my entire face. Legolas. 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 Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Oh, I think this is because I was going to go back to the objective. No, I want to do all the side quests. Scary. Mammy zombie bro. Do you expect the lore in this game to be on the same level as HCD2? In this one, I don't know. So far, it's got a pretty cool narrative. Definitely a cool narrator. That is for sure on point. Makes it very reminds me of Galadriel. What happens if the Farrow plague reaches your Minecraft world? Hopefully, we have a very Sobek to save us all. Because if not, then we're so doomed. What's over here? I want to find cool things. Yar. It's funny, like, and I always have a plan, like, and these kind of, I played the tar out of Baldur's Gate on the PlayStation 2 when I was younger, and I'm always gravitating towards like the dwarven characters, but like none of my D&D characters are dwarves, so I don't know why I gravitate towards like the whole axe and shield type of deal, but none of my D&D characters are like that. Only my video game characters. However, the bow does come in clutch. Not the block, it's pretty sweet. Strength potion. Trying to pull some zombies down. Get out of town. So what have you guys been up to as far as our everybody's mutual stay-at-home-ness? I'm interested to find what games you've been delving into, or if there's any kind of advice that you guys can give as far as just extra... do you have to drink those, or can you just pick them up and use them later? I don't know. If there are cradles, doesn't that mean that there might be other Aloys? Maybe. You know, her DNA comes directly, obviously, from Elizabeth Sobek, but something that should kind of be said that I'm not sure how much that actually exists, like Elizabeth Sobek's DNA. You know, maybe I would say it's probably a more interesting bet to say that maybe there's another Ted Farrow out there in the world, or another Alpha, because theoretically all of their DNA kind of got kind of cataloged for the Lightkeeper protocol. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see. Anything interesting? Ooh, I am level 3. I can't enchant things. I'm liking this axe. Let's see, how do we get to the enchant again? Oh, it's triangle. My face is covering it. Yeah, let's do it. Chance it up. Sword and board, baby. If you find a mob spawner, you can get a lot of XP for killing zombies for a whole while. Ooh. I'm in for that. I'm not sure if that's going to make for the most exciting gameplay experience. Alright guys, watch me slaughter zombies for the next 4 hours. Hope you're entertained. Yeah, I know a lot of people are wanting to, here, let's see. Yeah, well, so that one, that's fine. Because everybody wants Ted Farrow to die. They only want him to be alive, so we can get him in the next game. Since I got to level 32. Dang, you've been putting some work in. Got ahead of me. Any weapons you want to see in the New Horizon, or New Horizons? Because I also like Animal Crossing New Horizons. I assume you mean the New Horizon game, as funny as that would be. It's like, oh man, Tom Nook, he really needs to step up like his Melee game. Oh man, that is lucky that guy did not explode. I think I'm not alone in wanting a little bit more melee diversity in the New Horizon game. I think the ranged combat was really phenomenal. I'm not sure if innovative is the right word for the weapon wheel, but it was so streamlined. Like, even if that's not the newest idea in the world, just having the ability to craft weapons and, you know, ammunition and change out things on the fly like that, I thought was just a really great system. So I want them to stay pretty close to that for the original, but I'd just love to see a little bit more complexity for the melee weapons, because I think there's a lot of cool things. You know, you got to see, like, people had swords and big old halberd looking things that we never got to kind of play around with. We were kind of locked into the spear. But I would love to see a little bit more melee weapons, so anything that makes that happen. So, you know, Aloy is this great marksman, and I think that's always going to be the case, but just having a couple different variations of gameplay for melee lovers, I think that'd be pretty cool. An idea: give Aloy a gun, just a normal gun, not gonna break any lore narrative at all. I mean, you can get a Deathbringer gun, and that is a huge gun. I'm like, oh, there's arrow ammo? I have over 200 arrows, so I think I'm okay. Yar. Taking things down with my axe. Always looking for chests. Always looking for that sweet, sweet mute. Words in War Console. Ooh. Wow, wasted that hardcore. I got one. Okay, could be worse. Not sure what we spend the gems on yet. Maybe we're gonna come to like a ye old shopkeeper or something. Potentially. What about you guys? What do you guys want to see out of the sequel? We all love the first game so much, but obviously we all want things that a little bit different flavor. Apple. Oh god. What happens if I kill the cow? All the cows hate me? More arrows. Gotta love that. It's like when you kill a wolf in Skyrim and they got like 4 gold pocket change on them. Yes, Tim. Just wanting HCD to be released for PC. I don't know why people are so up in arms about that. Just more people get to experience the game. And trust, I realize that it's like a PlayStation exclusive, and a lot of people, you know, may have bought a PlayStation because it was going to be exclusive there. But I mean, it's like 3 years since the release. It's not like it's not like it's like, oh, it's an exclusive. Just kidding, we're gonna release it on PC like, you know, in 2 weeks anyway. It's I don't think there's a big bait and switch there. I mean, if you waited 3 years to play it, you probably weren't gonna get it by PlayStation 4 for that. Name one mechanic from another game that you would like to see in the sequel, or an original mechanic. I like. Man, that is a really good question. I'm trying to think. I recently I played Jedi Fallen Order. I think that's what it's called, the newest one. I liked their melee stuff as far as like the timing goes, if that makes sense. Being able to like time blocks and parries, and so just something more along those lines would be good as far as the melee is concerned. Maybe being able to have some kind of crafting element, kind of similar to what we saw in the Frozen Wilds, where you could collect more kind of exotic materials and you get some crazy weapons, like the big ice launcher one. I can't remember off the top of my head what its name is. But something like that. I would love a machine that looks like an elephant in the sequel. Man, that'd be pretty sweet. That's something that I really want to see. If it takes place on the West Coast, like the Forbidden West, that a lot of people are kind of guessing that it will. Ooh, that would hurt. I would love to see more Poseidon-oriented machines. I've been saying that since the get-go, and I stand by it. Sneak attack. Snack attack. Something like that 3D maneuver, attack on the Titan, or grapple launcher. Yeah, I just keep evolving the combat. I think the narrative of the story was great. I think the one thing that all of us can agree on is get the face animations just a little bit more in sync. You know, Ashley Birch did such a wonderful job as Aloy, and the entire voice cast is so great. And just every once in a while, when the flaps don't match, it's just kind of like, and they did such a way better job with Frozen Wilds. But all in all, I think it's just kind of something that they would like to improve on. And now that they've had time and they've taken their time, which is fine by me, I'd rather have them take their time and get it right, opposed to rushing it out just for the sake of getting a game out there. I've been burned too many times that way. I am a self-admitted Destiny player, or was. That gives you an exact explanation. Just, it's frustrating when you pay that much money for a game and you gotta wait or pay for DLCs for that to happen. But like the way that Horizon did their DLC, the one DLC, Frozen Wilds, I loved it. I think it was like a $20 expansion when it came out, and oh man, it's like shut up and take my money. It was so good, so good. Better from a graphic standpoint and a just kind of just like we talked about, just kind of the body model standpoint. So I was all in 1,000,000% on the changes they made for that. Can I go down here? I feel like I shouldn't. Also, like I should. Let's do it. Oh, never mind. I died. That was a really bad idea there, team. It looks like you can go down there. Big bait and switch. More off-topic questions, but have you ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender? You mean the M. Night Shyamalan movie? No, I'm just kidding. Just want to troll you guys a little bit. Yeah, I've seen all of it. I've seen the first one. I've seen Legend of Korra. Oh, Piggy! Stay still. Oh god. Oh god. I am dying terribly. Oh no, I don't burnt that potion. Oh man, see how much load time that takes? Swigging a potion is definitely an action in this game. But yes, I love me some Avatar: The Last Airbender. I like Legend of Korra. I know some people didn't. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to the Netflix adaptation. I'm hoping they do a better job. Because yeah, the movie was, let's be real, hard to watch. No, sticky, gross. Checking this stuff out. I like the little glowy mushrooms. Wow. Are there pots that I need to break open to get more gems? Besides these. These are pretty decent sized maps, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I missed out on a fair chunk of map though. I feel like I might have to go back and see. Hurt me at all? Ask oneself if doing an AoE. Oh snap, spellcaster. Get out of here, man. Run for your lives. Wagon? Got it. He's an axe murdery kind of guy. Get out of here, you. Take that, rapscallion. Oh. That's fun. Find one of those monster spawns y'all was talking about. would you imagine a snake-based machine enemy to look like, and what function would it? That's a good question. Maybe, especially since we're crossing some desert environments, I think maybe something similar to like a rock breaker or something that can go through and, well, if we're talking like Gaia machines, and it has to have a function outside of like just, you know, killing people. Maybe some kind of like tilling soil, making just the earth a little bit more habitable that way. Or it could absolutely be a Hephaestus machine and just be like, hey, there's some pretty deadly snakes out there in the world. We should capitalize on that. Oh, sneak attack! Well, that poor sheep, he didn't deserve that. Sorry. But yeah, that's kind of what... I don't think it's too far-fetched to think that there might be a snake machine at some point. I mean, as far as evolution is concerned, they've been around for a while, so blueprint's pretty good. Same with sharks. Love to see like a giant whale shark type machine that like just goes through and just cleans up pollution in the ocean. The only thing that worries me about aquatic-based machines is obviously like what would the water or underwater combat look like. Like I've never seen that done, or I've been like, wow, that's really good. You know, just inherently like, it's water level, or I'm underwater, or stuck underwater. Okay, so I leveled up. What are you, bud? Wolf armor. Oh yeah, got some armor on me. I love it. Get out of harm's way over here. Let's 8% health. Yeah, enchantment. Whenever you use a healing potion, you also create random food items. Yeah, let's do it. I'm all about investing health and wellness. Really want more Ruins of the Old Ones based on real life. Yeah, for sure. And if you haven't, I'm going to be a little bit shameless in self-promotion here. Check out Metal World. It is by far my favorite thing and the thing I'm the most proud of on the channel, that series. It took me a long time to do, but I was really pretty pleased with how it came out. Except for the massive typo in the title of the last one, where it says metal word. But at that point, I was like, I can't re-render this thing. Like, I didn't have to do it all over again because I had to do some stuff. But yeah, it's I was very, very happy with how it came out. And also, you know, I've lived you know, around here my whole life, but it gave me kind of a good excuse to go to some places that I actually hadn't been to. Some places I had, some places I hadn't. Yeah, levels in water levels in Rise would probably be defending a watercraft. Yeah. Well, Lefty, I hope you enjoyed them. They were. It's pretty funny. Kind of. I was on top of All Mother Mountain, basically, which is Pikes Peak, and I tried to get some drone footage up there, but the altitude was so high, the air was so thin, the thing got like this far off the ground. It's pretty funny. It was like, that's it. What else am I missing around here? Ooh, there's stuff over here. Got the wolf armor on, I'm ready to roll. Maybe an oil rig, go like full water world. I can see it. Oh, come on, that looks right there. Nothing back over here. Disappointed in you, game. Disappointed. Well, if the rumors are to be believed, there's apparently a tribe that is far beyond even the Osram out there that might be utilizing some kind of fossil fuel, but obviously unconfirmed. Ooh, wolfies. Wolfies on parade. There we go. Nothing from the cow today. Alright. Oh! Ow! Oh, that hurt. This looks good. Oh!
These villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All
right.
thanks to you.
Maybe the Farrow plague used up oil reserves. Potentially, you know, if organic matter. Yeah, they kind of scrapped this thing. The Earth was never the same. Eaten by warriors before battle, the death-cap mushroom drives fighters into a frenzy. Okay, so I am here at camp. And is there like a shop? The person that says blacksmith. That'd probably be the person to talk to. Random gear, 80. How much do I have? 200? Okay, let's do it. Let's loot box it up. The crossbow is... Okay. Let's try one more. Oh, you get right out of town, sir. Oh, that's nice. Can you sell things back? Because now I have multiple crossbows. That's all I gotta say is, What are you? Oh, that's travel. What else is around here? Nothing over there. Nice. Are you guys sweating? It's like... You gotta salvage your extra equipment out of your inventory. Ah, oh, you mean the salvage button? Yes, sounds good. 715. I paid 80 for you. Oh, and you get the enchantment points back. That's cool. That is a really nice, non-stingy mechanic. I dig that. Okay. Let's sink one into my bow. Fired arrows sometimes gain the points. Factors lost the third arrow. Let's do it. Yeah. Love it, I dig it. Let's get after it. Here, little dummies, little farm. Alright, we spent enough time here. Or we must away to our next adventure. I think I'll do one more today. Ooh. The creepy crate. Whoa, when did Minecraft suddenly start looking decent? Yeah, this is not the type of Minecraft that we're all used to, I suppose. Traveling to the creepy crypt. Most crypts are creepy. Just the way we like them. Yeah, it could be alien involvement. I heard too, however, it could also be the AI that went rogue. Yes. I would recommend, if you guys want to check it out, we have it's called Glitch in Transmission, and it talks a little bit about how Vast Silver could be behind those things. And I think that particular entity has to be the most interesting, hinted at piece of Horizon lore that exists, for sure. Get out of here, Speeider. We don't want you anymore. Cut it out. You don't want none of this, son. I end you. Oh, not you. They start talking smack, and then it's like, oh, really? Apparently I'm invisible. Not sure what that does. Maybe it's for a sneak attack. Oh, yeah, for sure. Wow, that does. Ow. Heal up. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Not sure how that food stores thing reminds me when RuneScape finally got a huge update. You gotta enjoy the good news when it comes in these quarantine times. Ooh, whatever that was sounded big. It's not good. Let's go to the other side now. Or not. Let's go into the wall. Suitably creepy music for a suitably creepy crypt. Ooh. Yep. Oh, I ruined that. Okay. Down there. Ah! Give me some loot. That's what it's all about. Don't know what the red square around me is. Maybe, oh, maybe I'm... Oh! Ow, God. Just like in normal Minecraft, those things just don't feel good. I thought that was it's a dying creeper. Get out of here. Sneak attacks don't work if you yell out loud. Sneak attack! Press the mushroom. Mushroom button. Can you sprint in this game, or is it just a roll? Take those, please. That one. Wicked hat. Come on, come here. You running away? None of that. Are you sad that we can't get 0 of Horizon? Oh, yeah, with free comic book day? Yeah. I was looking forward to that. I was gonna do like a whole Kit Kat caboodle, but eventually I'm sure we're gonna get, you know, something. You know, after... Oh no! Ow! That hurts. Yes, I would love some bread. I don't eat it though. Hoping the sooner the better for the comic, for sure. maybe they'll sneak it in with Volume 1. I think there's somebody I can ask and see kind of what the deal is. Whether or not, you know, they are allowed to divulge such information. Or not. But you can't blame the guy for asking, right? Gotta make out of it. Try to do some digging. Take that. Got brought up a little earlier in chat, but with the co-op rumors for Horizon, how would people feel if Talana Khan Padish, the Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge, was our co-op companion? I personally think you could do a lot worse. I think she's pretty cool. Love to hear your thoughts. Okay. Looks like clear this side out pretty good. Yes. I keep thinking my camera's up there, but I put it down here. That might be the closest that one can get to jumping, Dustin. Try that. If you can, I have not been smart enough to figure it out. I will hold. Jump the whole time, like, oh, that would have made things so much easier. Anything over here? Been here before? No. Nil as a companion, that would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, I think that really rests on you guys, whether we left Nil alive or not. Oh, this bridge is terrible. It's coming apart beneath us. Oh. Zombie. I like how, for the aiming, if you have them in your sights, it puts red. I can understand why they wouldn't have done it, but it's a nice little touch. I appreciate it. Where's that other chest? This way, we're coming for you, chest. Another armored cat. I hope they can let you pick a co-op character. I'd like, what's his name? The Banuk guy from the Frozen Wilds. Aratar. Yeah, he would be a solid pick. I don't think anybody would fault you for that one. Oh. Get out of here. Personally, I ship Ayla with Talana, like their dynamics. I can see it. And now you would not be the first to do that. What would be even cooler is if they had some prequel characters. Or prequel chapters. I have seen a lot of requests for being able to do the epic 12 over 13 Outlander hunt that Ross did to evacuate his family. That'd be pretty sweet. If they were to do one, I think that'd be the one. Wasted TNT. Bam! Serpentine. Woo! Can't be a still target, folks. Whoop. Yeah. That's the terrible tragedy. Ow. Oh, wow. Oof. Oof. I was complaining like, ooh. Oh, the dynamite doesn't hit the spiders? Some friendly fire action. Oh, I should just kill him. Why do I run? I run. There we go. I was thinking of Prequel even earlier than that, when the plague got started. Oh, some enduring victory stuff. It'd be interesting to go from like a bow style third person to potentially something like an FPS or something. Where is that? Oh, we're almost there. Oh god. Oh god, sometimes it just sucks so hard. It's not coming back. Ooh, here we go. Let's see what we got. We got a bow. That. Is it better than the bow that I had? Yes. Is better. And let's break down this one. And we will put the enchantment on this one. 20% chance to trigger hitting an enemy has a chance to send it into a rage, making it more hostile. Alright, why not? Let's do it. I'm ready. Ready to rock and roll. Is that it for this area? Yes. Battled our way to get there. Yeah, enduring victory is a interesting subject, and if I were ever to do a kind of D&D type stream, my goal would have it be set during enduring victory, because I think that was just a really interesting time, and one that I'm not sure we're going to be able to explore in game, but tabletop wise, I'd love to do a stream like that. I was actually planning on doing it before all the quarantine stuff happened, but if I was going to do it, I ideally would like to have the players that I would want to be in there to do it in person. You know, I've played D&D online and in person, and as great as being able to play online D&D has been, like, ooh, I miss those in-person sessions, guys. I miss them, and I would love to shoot it that way. So, whether it's canon or not, the channel may be exploring some enduring victory stuff in the future. Definitely some way Aloy to command those machines. She befriends the prequels. Yeah, that would be a companion system, a little bit more of an intricate companion system would be cool. I know that in the Frozen Wilds they started to kind of play around with the concept of being able to repair the machines and stuff, and that was cool, but I get what you're saying. I believe there was a mole among the alphas and the prequel characters during the Farrow plague. Interesting theory. Yeah, I mean, especially with the Omega clearance that Ted Farrow had, somebody definitely within that system, like a programmer, was not or Elizabeth, because otherwise that wouldn't have happened. They talked about it in a Reddit AMA a little while, years ago now, if you can believe it. That's the video. If you guys be interested, I could talk a little bit about it. It wouldn't be super long, it'd be more like a lore bite, but the effect of kind of where that Omega clearance came from. And we're walking, and we're shooting. Live with the decisions you make. That would be a cool video for you to do in the future. Thank you very much there, Kate. I appreciate your support. You know, I just cannot wait for the sequel to come about, because we're going to have so much to talk about. It's going to be sweet. And I mentioned this in the beginning, but if you weren't around, I am entertaining possibly doing some coverage on Ghost of Tsushima. So love to kind of get a pulse on what everybody kind of think about that stuff. It looks like a beautiful game. I gotta play it regardless of whether I make content for it. But Farrow, there's a reason why he went to a lot of guilt on that conscience. Justifiably so. mistakes were made. Is there anything over here? I'm just wondering if there's anything else that the map doesn't show you as far as chests and things are concerned. But the only way to know for sure is by visiting every place on the map. That's how you find all the good stuff. We don't run, we power walk in this game. With our little stick legs. Fair enough. Big level. Through there. Now we're in the asking for directions part of the gameplay. Pardon me, Creeper, if I go left here, we're gonna go. Oh, thank you. Please don't blow me up. Yes. See, when I do dungeon crawls, a lot of the time I play with Silver, and she is in charge of the map's sense of direction. So, as it is in life, without her, I am lost. That's how it goes. Oh, it's another one of these bridges. They're terrible. Ooh, I hate them. To Indiana Jones your way across them. Down we go. People had so much square footage to work with when they built dungeons, you know? They never talk about the upkeep, though. That's where I get you. You can see just some disrepair. I feel like HCD community has the same passion to kill Ted. People had to go about killing Ice Age. Ugh, not a lot of love for Ted in the community. Generally, kind of a villain. They? I feel like I should be able to go through here. Ah. Oh. Oh no. Come on. Got some speed, got some pep in my step. Thank you very much. Ooh, Hunter's armor. That looks better. Hunter's armor may be the fastest gear around, but may not be. Okay. I am a tanky boy. I enjoy the tank life. Let's see what our enchantments we can put on that. Whoa. Whenever you take damage, you deal it. I like that. And now we're going to break down this guy. This, or it actually might be too expensive. Yes, so we'll save one and we'll use it then. Random thought, but you think Ted and Elizabeth had a romantic relationship before the Farrow plague? I don't know. Technically, Ted was her boss at one point, and then after their work relationship was done, Ted was not pleased and sued the living daylights out of her for a long time. So I'm not sure. If they did have a romantic relationship, it would have had to been like really early on. He's only a villain because he was stupid / foolish. Then he did it again with deleting Apollo. Yeah, you know, it's good intentions, right? You know, because I love the fact too. You know, at one point in time, narratively, he was heralded as the man who saved the planet. He was instrumental in funding a lot of clawback programs, but that is not the legacy that he will be remembered for, because really he doesn't even have a legacy anymore. I think that's the entire reason why he did what he did with Apollo. Ow. Why do I run? Just gotta tank it. There we go. That's better. Better. Oh, ooh. Ooh. I am in rough shape. I need to get some, like, healing potions here in a bit. It's also bad. I haven't used that fishing rod a lot. I'm going to try to use the fishing rod. Ooh. Too close for comfort. That area looks mean. I like all these like little mini dungeon style endeavors. Mini challenges. They're pretty fun. So the opponents of the general who wanted the future. Okay, so opposite of the general who wanted the future to be suggested. You had General Harris, who thought that Operation Enduring Victory should be known, so that way people can avoid the mistakes that were made by those who came before. So that was a big thing, but never got to happen. Would have been on the down low, but their interactions always made me wonder that she was also... Yeah, you know, it's... Maybe we come to find that at some point. I know that leading up to everything, you know, he was a world leader, somebody who probably, at least on paper, might have had a feeling, but who knows? He might have been, as far as like science goes, I think obviously Elizabeth was more well versed, but as far as business goes, like Ted Farrow, world's first trillionaire. Dude got dope. Got stacks on stacks on stacks. No. Get out of here, spider. Don't want you here no more. I like this hunter armor, the whole edition stuff back. Oh god, oh no, this is bad. This is terrible. Those creepers, always. Hairy. Alright, back in. Die. Oh, Piggy, come here. No, no, no. Picked up another armor. Better than this one. Shape. TNT. Ooh, that is a whole different beast box to open up. We had a baby together. No, we didn't. Yes, I cloned it. It's you. Ooh. Ugh. Not how you want to start off a relationship. Where are you? Ted used to have a lot of the same morals as Elizabeth. When they became successful, that changed. Yeah, like, as you know, there's a reason why she went to work at Farrow Automation. It's because they were really focused on technology, and it was very important to Elizabeth, and that's why she went on to create Miriam Industries. Oh my god. Oh, this dungeon's so big. So many things in the dungeon. Ooh, Nelly. Oh, this looks promising, though. Bread. Full Skyrim, like 20 loaves of bread. Oh. Oh, this is a normal sword. I was like, ooh, so fancy. That's just sword. So that is... 35 health. I do really like the fact that in this game, it doesn't punish you for seeking enchantments in, and you just get it back one for one. I thought that was a nice touch, just for kind of like a fun, not super crazy, RPG. It's like dungeon crawler. I thought that was a nice touch. Grants a small chance to deflect incoming projectiles. You know, I'm gonna actually have to try to balance that out, because I really like the thorns damage. First piece of gear dilemma. It's not just everything's better. I also like that too. You know, when you just play a game and like every piece of gear that you get is a higher level or light, and it's not really a choice in how you're gonna play. That's actually kind of a bummer, but I like it. You know, even early in the game, it's kind of just come back and forth deciding like how you want to play, what's important to you. Let's go. Almost. Yeah, see that? Boom. Thorns damage. Right back on the boy skeleton. That's another. It's like I love Skyrim, but like, and I wouldn't even say that I have like arachnophobia or anything. But seeing those giant spiders in VR, unsettling at best, horrifying at worst. And if VR ends up getting to a place where it's like really terrifying, it changes the game. When it comes to like horror genres and stuff. Ooh. lot of enemies in there. Come at me. You have to, because I'm stuck to this wall. I saw a little challenge thing there. It is. Take care of all of these guys first. Yes. Oh no! Not a boom. Alright, now let's do this one. Try not to ruin this one this time. Let's find a nice group of... Perfect. Rip it. Again. Every time. Every time I rip it. Oh god. Let's see how level my close. Eat the steak. Closer than I would have liked. Speaking of spiders, I found out in the region of British Columbia I live in, there is spiders who are cousins of tarantulas. Thanks, they're more terrifying. The Canadian tarantula. Indeed. Sounds nuts. Thank you very much for the coins. I used to own a tarantula growing up. She was super sweet. Her name was Rosie, and like super sweet animal. Unfortunately, I ended up getting an allergic reaction to there's like these oils on their hair follicles, and I couldn't pick her up anymore. It bummed me out. It's a nice spider. If the new game has more water slash underwater areas, might they give us a swimsuit for Aloy or high-tech water torpedo? I hope so, because if you are going to go down the road of underwater combat, I am yet to see somebody do it really well. If anybody could, I think Gorilla has a wonderful chance, but that is a tall order if you're going to try. That is a new bow. Not as good as the bow I have, though. Okay. It's just because of the enchantment. But what does this one do? Attack speed. Ooh, that might be worth it, because this one just makes people mad at you. This is like, it's about them perks. It's only a little bit weaker. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. So let's salvage you. And we're gonna put one into that one. Then when I level up, we're gonna do that one again. Let's see here. What is yours? Being hit by damage. See, I think this one is by far the best one as far as perks are concerned. It's probably the only game that's sort of... Yeah. Water levels, always crapshoot. Always. Okay, that wraps her up for this room. Chop down some trees with my axe. Already been here. That's wall. Tread in the game. Let's go, Chili. You can do better than this. Alright. End of the hallway. Then I should probably follow the markers of where I should actually go. Oh, no! Well, at least it cleared out the room for me. I should have gotten a piece of ham or something. I have that perk. map in this. Also good. Like, I know they don't have to worry about graphics and stuff, and I think that's one of the things that I actually really find endearing about Minecraft is, you know, most of the time, you know, you're not worrying about that stuff, so it's just like, are you having fun? Is this a good game? So far, pretty pleased with this. Pleased as punch, one might say. Arr, arr, arr. Ah. Alright, let's see here. Let's deal with this. Level up. And I think I'm going to make my armor a little bit better. Let's, yeah. Ooh, 150% of damage returned. Ooh, a pickaxe. Brings me back. Alright, so that bow. Yeah. What does that one do? Sheriff mobs. Not as good as the one I have, so let's salvage you. I have 2 of these that are better. Hit by damage inflicted, will occasionally craft a small quiver of arrows. Now we're going to salvage you. And we're going to salvage you. And we're going to salvage you. Alright. Sorry, a little bit of house cleaning all taken care of, or housekeeping rather. No. Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? This is terrible. Ugh. Woof. I genuinely didn't think I would be able to go through that gate. And they're like, yeah, sure, go for it. Have at it, champ. No, we're not in the creepy gate anymore. We're in the highly populated forest. That's a good shot. Worse, like that shot. I also like the fact that they ditched the traditional Minecraft mechanic, seemingly, of having to repair your things. I think that's yes. Chest over there. It's probably your character. Are we walking? Yeah. Feel bad for him. He's getting his steps in. He's an old man. He's getting his steps in. What? Oh, that's not good. You want to leave? You can leave when you're done. He's like, how long are you done, sir? Not today. Okay, so where can I go? That's the question. This way? Let's go. Ninja roll. Ninja roll. He does a lot of his water aerobics classes. Oh god. Out of my face. Jeez, your face. Yeah, I don't need random arrows. Probably I have 474 arrows already. Jimmy Fishmas. Let's see here. Am I getting close to anything? I hope I didn't just break the game. I've been playing Skyrim for a while again. But I think this is my 3rd playthrough total in my life. And I'm just so used to not being able to, like, complete certain quests or having NPCs mess things up, that I'm just like, oh, I might just not be able to do this part of the game. It's just like ingrained in my being now. It's like, you gotta be okay when the game just doesn't do what you want it to do. How's it going, Sultan? Glad that you could pop in and say hi. Having some light, not too serious playtime. Hopefully there's another way to get back into the dungeon that I'm supposed to be clearing out. If not, that would be sad. Bummer, man. That's a human shield? A sheep shield. Oh, wow. That's what that is. I want it. I want it so bad. Oh, I need a mushroom. Because I was apparently excited. Hello, gorgeous. Hawkbrand. The Hawkbrand is the legendary sword of proven warriors. Yes. Increase damage? Yes. I am into this. Ooh, yes. Good thing I left that dungeon. Get me the sweet sword. That's what this is all about. Okay, hopefully I can get back in. I'm not sure if I was supposed to exit the dungeon or if the game was supposed to let me do that, but I am outside and scared. I have those little light up mushroom friends. Yeah. Okay, so let's try this again. Here's hoping. Gang. It's not looking good. Not looking good for your boy. Okay, I'm just gonna follow the icons here. Hopefully it'll guide me to some place that is not useless. Corner here, okay. If it takes me to the door that says exit, it didn't let me exit. Didn't want me to go yet. Outside scared with a big knife. This one saw it. See, it's guiding me here. It's like, hey, maybe we should go this way. What? Why won't you let me exit? Where do you want me to go, game? Yes. I do think that I'd like to think that I didn't glitch the game. I might have, because there's not much more to do. Maybe I can. I doubt that I'm supposed to go down there, because I think that would just die. Just gonna wander around the woods. That'd be a terrible way to end the stream. Be like, yeah, so I was in this dungeon, then I wasn't, because I did something silly. Oh, and especially since I have this cool sword. Oh, if I have to reload a save, that's gonna be a great big bummer. Slay the sheep. This is the chest I found, and I was very thankful. You're on, game. Very thankful for the gifts thou hast bestowed on me. Is this going to be where we call it? That's depressing. So far the game has been great. This part, not so much. Not going to put it on the game. Probably user error. Because this is where I'm supposed to be. And the exit is closed. Yeah, it's not letting me go through there. Like this one is closed, and then the actual exit is closed, which is sad. Try one more time at the exit, and if not, then I'll just have to sort it out. So go here, and then it tells me I need to go past this. Something that doesn't exist. I know. I know. It's like if I hadn't pressed travel, I wouldn't have the sweet sword, but also I would still be in the dungeon, and that is where we're supposed to be. So then I go to exit. I'm like, hey, please let me leave. And it says, no. Sad. Do you have to pay for dungeons? Yeah, but it's for the game. I think it's like $20. I got the one with the DLCs later on, so that was like $30. So on the whole, it's been a lot of fun up until this point. So yeah. Well, friends, I appreciate you sticking around with me. I think we're gonna end it here because I am. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys coming along with me. It's been a while since I've streamed on the platform, and I look forward to hanging out, chilling some more. Whether it's this or Ghost of Tsushima, the video game that's gonna come out. Hopefully, a bunch of people come and talk more when the PC version comes out. But all in all, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. It's been fun, a little impromptu time, and as always, thanks for watching, and keep questing. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Gonna see what we do here.